Jennifer Sasser. Today is September 11th, 2013. And actually, yesterday I thought it was September 9th. Um, but wow, guys, September 11th, 2001. Um, there was a lot of things that happened for me that year. And I look back, and I'll never forget that morning when I woke up and my two boys, when they got up, they wanted to watch cartoons, and I'll never forget turning on the TV and seeing that first plane hit. Actually, it was the recording of the first plane hitting, because they were just realizing that the plane had hit and that it was an aircraft. And they were trying to figure out what was going on. So while I was sitting there in just disbelief, the second plane hit. And I'll never forget my son, Austin, and I'm probably going to start crying, just looking up at me saying, "Mommy, what is wrong?" And I was still young, and I didn't understand what was going on, but all I knew that it wasn't good. And so I just sat and watched, and then we all know what happened with the two towers falling. And that is a day that changed history. And I will always remember the families and the people that lost their lives in the towers. And now, in saying that, I also remember the conflicting reports. And that year, actually in 1999, is when I started an awakening period. It was really, really strange what was happening to me. But I thought I was alone, and I really thought I was going crazy. But reports were conflicting, and I caught every conflicting report. And I thought it was just me. But I don't know who was responsible for 9/11, but I know that the reports are conflicting. I don't want to believe that our government would do something like that to our people, but that was the beginning of the rabbit hole for me. Now, if they can poison us like they're doing, why wouldn't they do 9/11? And then here we are, our president is wanting to go fight a war in Syria for the same people that are supposedly responsible for today. Who does not get this? Who still does not let this stuff sink in? Are people really that brainwashed and zombified by the computers, by the media? I don't even watch the news. The news is BS. It is an acting. It's all acting. It really, 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 really bothered me for so many years, and I don't want to think I wasted time, because I learned a lot, and that I found out just, I went into going in forums and reading a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of it was disinfo. And I know a lot of times on Facebook I'd post and be like, "Oh, something's gonna happen, blah 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 blah," and then it didn't happen. But I still believe that was all part of the conspiracy, to make us look like fools, the ones that are actually knowing what's going on. We don't know exactly what's going on, but we know a lot. And So it's really sad. I remember growing up just feeling so safe as an American. And my parents are both retired military, Air Force, and I remember always thinking, okay, I know I'm safe because my mommy and daddy are in the military and they're going to protect me. And my government loves me and my government's going to protect me. And when I started the awakening process, that was just a huge blow to me and that's why I was like, okay, I'm crazy. And what's going on with me? But it wasn't just me that happened. And I would really like some feedback on people. It seems like 1999, a lot of people started waking up. I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher force out there. I do believe in angels. I do believe that there's an evil force working, the devil. So people that don't believe that this stuff isn't going on, but yet they read the Bible, it just doesn't make sense to me. But just think for yourself. Stop letting the government think for you. Your mom or dad to think for you, your grandma, your grandpa, your family, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife. Start thinking for yourself. Yeah, people are going to think you're crazy. And, I mean, be careful with the information that you find because there is a lot of disinfo out there. But like I tell people, read it and just have an open mind to it and be like, okay, that's really freaky, but I can see where it's possible. And that goes in the whole being a business owner and a network marketer and an internet marketer. Because here in that part of my world, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. But in this other part of my world, I'm an internet marketer. I'm in that pyramid thing. All these things that people want to say about me, but you know what? I don't let people think for me, and I don't let people speak for me, and this is my brain that's in here. God gave me 100% of it to use, but reality, I fully believe that our minds are controlled by the TVs and the computers and the Wi-Fi and the chemicals in the air, that we have 100% brain, but an average person only uses 7% of our brain. Why would God give us, anyway, so I think for myself, and that's what all you have to do. Stop letting the government tell you. Stop the 9 to 5 that, oh God, you're an American. It's your duty. It's your right to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get ready for work, be there at 8 o'clock, work your butt off for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, to provide for your family, just to provide food, just the necessities, and give your government all the rest of it. That's your duty. I don't think so. And especially when they're going to pull a stunt like they did. And they've done. This isn't the first time. And they continuously do it. It's called a false flag. Google it. And just think for yourself. Stop letting other people think for you. And again, if you're in a business and people are talking down to you and calling you that scammer, that whatever, you're in a pyramid scheme, and when you walk in the room, they like run away to get away from you. I have that all the time, and I just laugh. And it's really funny when these people supposedly call you friends, but just think for yourself. And but also do remember the fallen. from today, a year ago, 12 years ago. It there were lives lost. There's no doubt about that. I fully believe that. But say a prayer, and also it really makes me think anything can happen. I'm reminded all the time how quickly a life can be taken. How would you be remembered if you were to die today? What kind of legacy would you leave? Would you be the one that was the sheep and just follow the herd? I want to live every day that, you know what, Jennifer was one of a kind. She was not the sheep that followed the herd. And it's really gotten important to me the last couple years, but the way that I live. Years before, I didn't care what people thought about me. I didn't care people's opinions on me. And not that I do today to the point that it bothers me, but I do want to be that person that when I die, and if it was to happen today in a tragedy like 9/11, that people say, you know what, Jennifer was awesome. She was a woman of integrity, honesty, loyalty. Wow, this whole thing I could talk about so much. So, remembering 9/11, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.